What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Ghost Trick.
Ghost Trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on a sinking submarine and things are looking dire.
Ghost Trick!
There you go. Also, it's 5:10 a.m. The sun is going to rise real soon.
Ghost Trick!
Yeah.
Yeah. Ow.
The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely, along with James's vocal capacity.
Ghost Trick.
A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea.
There's a hole in the boat at the bottom of the sea.
I mean, yes. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down on them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing?
Yeah! Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You look somewhat familiar.
So you managed to survive, detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you?
Yeah. You knew about me all along?
Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? How come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know.
Please. You gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you?
Sissel, look at you. What happened?
I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer.
You can't remember who you are?
That's right. I came all this way tonight, trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel.
Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember real soon. Who you are and who I am, too.
What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth.
They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull. It's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? Thought you had to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now.
The Thamesin fragment.
I didn't know they'd figured it all out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. Meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more.
Well,
These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. Meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers.
like possessing and manipulating objects.
And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. It seems these powers change as time goes by.
They do?
Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. First, I could only manipulate small living creatures. And then, how do you suppose we got these powers? Simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died when exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? Well, that day, 10 years ago, a fragment of the meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So of course I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute! Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Aren't the Temzik remnants still right there in the park? The bottom of the crater?
You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too.
Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death. It's not all that clear.
So the fact that I can return 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of the meteorite?
One of the characteristics of that meteorite is the ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? This is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. Makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. It just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, the very existence is a contradiction.
What do you mean?
That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What?
Say what?
Say what? My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago. My body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death.
Time just stopped, huh?
So I simply existed. Not really alive and not really dead. Pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. Body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch.
Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel.
So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives.
Our lives? Oh wait, that's you.
Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister and made him issue the executive order. I thought he might call off the execution at the last second.
So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped.
But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temzik. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard supervisor, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, was one of their targets as well. So they stole my segment. My Temsik fragment. Here I am. They had one more final target. You, detective. Me? Huh?
You're doing a lot of that.
If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay. I was just a little kid playing in the park. I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective, looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. Took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconsciousness resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off. First shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme.
I showed up.
I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared.
Aha. The inspector in white was responsible for that one.
My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temsik sooner or later.
Alright then.
That's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush the submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water surface.
I have an idea. If we hook up the phone line and...
There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for the submarine to be in my coffin. Coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling, cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine? Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea? This must be how you felt all along.
Lynn?
Camilla!
Is it true? We're stuck here?
What? Oh,
My dad. If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us.
Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry.
That's funny.
What is it, Sissel?
There's something I don't understand. Why would they go through all the trouble of detaching the control room?
What?
Why didn't they just steal the Temsik fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why do they have to jettison your body off into the sea?
That's a good question. I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute! Yes, we do! This will tell us where Detective Jowd is.
That present from the inspector in white.
That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? And we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this.
But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there?
We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lim? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo?
A torpedo?
In any case, it's way too early to give up.
Looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope.
Come on, let's get started.
Alright. Ooh, he doesn't have a core. Weird.
However, that's not really a person per se. That's just
Yeah,
but
well,
yeah.
His spirit is there.
Yeah, true. Grapes.
Eat the grapes, sir. Grapes. Torpedo room it is.
Torpedo room, huh?
There might be another torpedo left in there. I'll go check it out.
Oh, I get it. You're gonna use a missile to ram the control room.
Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow up Detective Jowd. But something like that.
We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer.
Okay, I'll see you there then.
Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. Guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. It's my name. Don't wear it out.
It's already worn out.
No! I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. Hacked.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that easy.
Oh, it's
but,
definitely that easy.
I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now.
That's convenient. Alright, let's try it.
Well, good luck. Yeah, gotta get missile first. Gotta get a missile in the tube. Actually, you don't seem to have the option.
Switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken? I don't think the entire device is broken, though. Probably work just fine if I can only move this switch. Just gotta find a way to move it somehow. I can't do it with my powers alone. Yeah, I know. But it doesn't want me to... doesn't want me to missile yet, it looks like.
Can you go up to that spot and talk to missile? There you go. What happened to these 2 ladies?
I think that's up to us and our powers.
Huh?
There's no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Do you lend me your strength missile?
Me? Of course I will. Count on it! Believe it!
Now I can switch to missile. Okay.
And then just switch the switches.
Oh, is that all I have to do?
I mean, the bottom switch was working earlier.
Boop.
And then move missile out of the way.
Boop. And trick. There we go. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable.
All set on this end, too. Something's odd.
What is?
The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking.
Sinking?
Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened.
I don't know, but I guess I'll find out.
Right, okay. Hop onto the missile. I'll launch it for you.
Okay, thanks. Alright, all aboard!
Cries the engineer. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head toward the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. An instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room.
Okay, got it. Then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile?
I'm sorry. I can't go.
What?
I just can't! How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind! I can't do it!
Missile.
I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel.
I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels.
I want you to go, Missile. What? But, Miss Lynn! You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope. But, what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again! Never ever again! Even I can understand that! I couldn't stand that.
Don't worry, Missile.
Miss Camilla?
I just know you and Sissy are gonna make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other again. Don't worry.
Miss Camilla!
God.
Nyeh. That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch.
We're ready.
Sissel,
Yeah?
we never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly mad I glet you. Yep, glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything.
And I'm glad I met you, Detective. We're gonna see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promised, little lady.
Of course we will! I'll never forget you, no matter what happens.
Here goes, then.
Good luck, friend. Hey, Sissel!
Yeah?
I got one more question.
What's that?
What's 12?
I don't know. I was hoping you could tell me what seconds are.
Aw, crap! Maybe we should have thought about this. Lynn? Miss Lynn? Miss Camilla!
Those 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. Let's try to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down to the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, 12 seconds are up.
Ah, I guess we figured out the 12. Do-do-do-do-do.
No, geez. You taking a nap? Question mark?
Eh,
Exclamation point?
look,
Ampersand.
People take all sorts of naps.
Detective Jowd. Oh, God. You couldn't take it.
I bet that big masked man did this! I'm gonna bite him!
Better not. You might break your teeth.
I'm a ghost! I don't have real teeth anymore!
The main room has lost power and it's sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do.
Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Bite's a great move for ghost Pokemon. Haunter can use Bite.
It's true. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? What about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story.
And so we retold him the entirety of the story, wasting valuable, precious time.
Nah, I'm a ghost. It's fine.
I mean, the submarine is filling with water.
But
you only have until sunrise.
But he's dead.
True. True.
See?
Yeah, there you go.
I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine, you know. So the submarine's badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew.
I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers.
You? You followed us? I didn't even notice.
It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd.
Are you Yomiel?
So you do remember me, do you?
How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel?
That's right.
Those people you know are calling you Sissel?
It's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name.
Could you do me a favor? Could you let me ask you some questions? I'm trying to find out my true identity all night.
Sure, go ahead. Sure, there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd?
Right. Well, 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you?
Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know.
Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog. But it's a person who's good at using computers.
That's racist! I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project.
Project? What project?
It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. Doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job.
Get it out, buddy. We're almost done.
However, this project is also the target of a secret plot. But you can imagine the type of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. Never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. Dang it, Scott. I know you're watching. It's all your fault.
It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect.
I was the guy who built the core of the system.
The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage.
By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent?
About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel.
10 years ago.
Space rocks.
Sparks. Oh my god, is that where his name comes from?
Yes.
Damn. He's a space rock.
That's you.
My soul was split from my body. I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world. No question about that. But nobody seemed to notice my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear. I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless ocean. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer for what I was suffering.
So that's why you murdered Alma.
That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt.
What?
It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal.
There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them. But what would you get out of the deal?
A new life.
Life.
I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was they helped me with my revenge plot. And the second was a rebirth for me.
Rebirth. A new beginning, eh?
I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. Finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. It's the kind of life I asked for them for.
Completely man-made life.
That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And the response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temzik was all about.
You had no idea that they were doing all of this?
Not at all. I was a fool.
So then, why did they go through all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal the hunk of Temzik meteorite from the park?
They couldn't.
Huh?
After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power.
By Inspector Cavanella and the old pigeon guy, eh?
At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance. Just in case.
Surveillance, huh?
Just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times.
Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them.
What? No, not him. He's just a random lunatic. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale.
So that's why they couldn't steal the Temzik meteorite.
And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temzik meteorite.
So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh?
Yeah, it's the ending I deserve.
But at least there's one thing you must be happy about.
What's that?
You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started?
Started with what?
Bringing Detective Jad back to life, of course.
What? What good will that do now? But we promised! We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them.
We can't do that without you, Detective Jad. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where this leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Good thing this isn't complicated.
I know, right?
So, where are we headed?
We are not headed anywhere, Detective.
What?
There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective.
What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too.
Boop! By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am a Harlem Globetrotter, however, Detective. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective.
What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off.
We get that a lot, Detective.
Why would you go through all of this trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore.
Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective.
Possibility? What are you talking about?
There's no need for you to know, Detective. Smack! Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective.
Camilla, forgive me. It isn't over yet.
It isn't.
Remember what the big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. Huh?
What is it, Detective?
Look at Yomil's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body.
Of course there isn't. Temsic fragment is gone.
Could this change in his shell? Give us some kind of lead? I think it can.
I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're so afraid of.
What is it?
My time was perpetually stopped, thanks to the power of Temsic.
His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. Temsic fragment's been taken away.
Exactly. So what does that mean?
I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore.
The moment the Temsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse.
So, let's see. That means we can go back? Back to 4 minutes before your death?
But wait a minute! Exactly when is that death?
That's simple. We'll find out when we get there. Let's move. Alright, let's go back even further.
Oh, and this one's gonna go a little further.
Oh, yeah.
Because we know when he died, officially.
We're going way, way back.
He died the instant the meteorite fragment pierced his heart, right?
Yeah. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it. The final death. The end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. Final journey to the truth starts now. Also, guess what? We ain't stopping!
Oh, we ain't getting off this train?
We ain't getting off this train!
Oh, man.
We're finishing this up right here, right now.
Ooh, making for a big long one at the end, huh?
Yeah. The finale's gotta have packed.
Okay.
Packed. It's
Packed?
like impact.
Yes.
But not
Not, what?
Yeah, let's go.
Ow! Oh, God.
We'll see. We're gonna see if James can survive this. You alright? You okay? What happened?
Oh, God, I coughed so hard that my brain hurt. Ow! God! That's new.
Look, if anything bad happens, we'll go 4 minutes before it happens.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we got it.
Jesus.
Alright, here. James is gonna grab a drink, and I'm gonna keep reading here. This is how intense the finale is. So when was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago, when the Temsik meteorite fell. James is back.
Ow!
We traveled back through time, now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Alright. We've gone in the way back machine. Oh, and there's wee little baby Lynn cooking taters. Hold it. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me?
Eek!
Now just calm down and drop that weapon.
Stay back! If you come any closer, I'll shoot her!
Huh? Oh, shoot, you might get hurt.
It's very pretty.
And through the lamp, right into the back.
Oh. Yeet the child. Blech. That wonderful, undignified
Yeah.
butt to the sky.
Are you okay? You're alright now. Are you hurt?
You saved me, mister.
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsik meteorite, eh?
It's beautiful looking at it from this angle.
Changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from the fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Chowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying.
I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, and I accept that.
This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future.
Okay, let's get started.
Alright. Nyeh.
Missil's got more room to move.
Yeah, the missile's way over here.
Nozzle.
There's fountains. Fountains galore.
Basket. The sweet potato. That.
Headphones.
Look at that sweet potato. That's got a very distinctive shape.
Yeah, it's almost like a bowl.
What? Or a knit cap of some sort.
Or a hard hat.
No. Hard hat's a terrible idea.
I think I gotta wait for her to stand up.
Potato!
Got it!
Yeet!
Okay, no.
Missile mash got away first, yeah. You can examine the potato. You can turn up the headphones. Stay back! What are you doing? You're gonna hurt Miss Portland's ears! Miss Portland.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. Know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, Mr. Fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. Okay, and that lets me get over here.
You can rock the basket.
And then I'm pretty sure I can get to that, too. So I can, like...
Move over to the sweet potato. Oh, that works, too.
So I can spray this, I can rock this. So let's try rocking this first.
Oh.
Okay. And then...
Oh. Yeah, look at the positioning on that. Looks like a good time to spray a potato.
Alright. We got a potato.
Oh, look at that sweet potato. Oh, wait a minute! That big scary sweet potato!
It's not a sweet potato, misso. Misso.
Misso.
Missile. That's Mino.
Oh, right. Of course. But look at that. Potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape.
So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, Missile.
Okay, here I go. I'm gonna need your help.
My help.
So, move Missile into the potato, I assume.
Yep.
And then Sissel into the nozzle.
Sissel cannot reach the nozzle.
That's the problem. You can't get up there. You don't reach for it.
So how do we do this?
Can you spray again? Was there anything?
Is there anything else in here? Can I rock another sweet potato out? No. Can I turn up her headphones again?
Please don't do that!
Just thought maybe it would wake her up. Even if you did wake her up, what good would that do in this moment?
You're the one who needs to wake up, Sissel!
This little doggy says some pretty smart things sometimes. Should I have gone up with the potato? I probably should have gone up with the potato.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
If you had been able to move
Yeah.
into the potato. If it would even let you.
I think it would, though. Alright, so... goes... She hasn't dropped her potato yet. Or did she?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
She's there.
Okay. So then...
And her potato is currently pointless.
I'm gonna move...
Move him all the way out of the way.
Well, being on the fountain is fine, because the potato goes up here.
Oh, that's true, that's true. So rock the basket.
Rock the basket. And we're gonna get onto the fountain. And that goes here, and then we're gonna
spray that and ride the potato.
Ride the potato.
There you go.
And then now
Missile hop out of the way for a second. Sissel move to the nozzle. Missile move to the potato. And then trick that up.
Okay. Because I want to swap both of these things.
Probably. That swap there.
Swap that. And then... Oh, okay, and then I...
Swap those. And then you swap those. Right?
Yes, because I want Big Boy there. Crunch. Oh look, that lamppost is bending.
But it hasn't broken yet.
It really is a wonder it hasn't happened, or it hasn't snapped. Might just hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, Temsic fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Minnow sits firmly in its way, then fate should change.
Alright, anything else you want to do?
No, I think
the other sweet potato is shaped like a bullet. Is there any... You want to get Missile in the way and ready to go? Just in case?
Yeah. You'll just wait right there.
Here we go.
Alright, here we go. Alright, meteor comes down.
Impact. Shards go flying. Shard ricochets off Mino.
There, how's that?
Look! The fragment's course! Changed a little!
Now Yomiel's fate really should change.
Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path?
In its path? Oh no.
Grrr!
Detective Jowd. The Temsic fragment shot through his leg. What? The cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. There. Come on. Put it down. Huh? Jowd, put the gun down! Now! If you don't, you're gonna shoot him! I don't know if this is detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, his gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down! No! I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands.
I won't let that happen!
Missile! The bullet stopped in midair.
I'm gonna shoot him with a sweet potato! I'm here, inside the bullet! Let's swap it with something.
What? With what?
A hard hat. Swap it with Detective Jowd, yes!
Detective Jowd. The meteorite fragment's what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. To do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Sweet potato baby.
Bonk! Oh!
Oh no. We stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him.
That's not true.
Hmm?
My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed. But I'm still alive.
What?
I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious.
Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still, this fate is just too painful to watch in every sense.
I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me.
We were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Look out! Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Damn it, my leg won't work.
It's all over! We're out of time! Miss Lynn!
It's not over yet.
If there isn't anything else to swap with, why don't we just let it play out? Try to find another way next time. Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes.
No, I won't do that.
Why not?
Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar in her psyche. I won't let that happen. Not if I can help it.
But what can we do now? Even if we work together?
I think there might be something that can be done. Oh wait, no, that's you.
I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Sissel and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. Battle against the fate of death.
Yomio.
Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this.
Huh? I don't get it.
Just trust me. Let's go.
Alright, I'll try to move there.
Now gather your strength. Make it spray as if your life depended on it. 'Cause yours might not, but hers does.
I'm dead though.
In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all! Remember, you only have a split second. Okay, now do it!
Got it!
Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Me? What can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, got it! Whee!
You could swap them. The hunk of concrete will go back to its original position.
But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them.
Alright.
Yoink! It's no use! We can't stop that horrible Mino!
What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or 2 helped.
Oh, it helped alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I needed. Wanted. Last up, my turn.
Your turn.
You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures.
Wait a minute. You mean...
That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Oh.
Ye gods. Ah, you're awake.
Hey, mister, is your knee okay?
No, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit. The main thing is that you're not hurt.
You saved me, mister.
I was just doing my job. The gods. The gods. They're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you can call the police for me? I think you can do it quicker than I could.
But What's that?
This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave.
A detective's badge? Wow!
Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Are you alive?
Uh-huh. Yep. Sadly.
Hang on. Help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing?
To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me.
I see.
But you know, I'm glad it happened. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there.
Come to think of it, I saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray.
It's kind of limp. Is it okay?
I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything.
Poor little kitty.
How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten?
Pet the kid. Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way.
Whose fate?
The kitten's, of course. Sissel's.
Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name.
These long, lonely 10 years. You are my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend? Oh my God, he's a cat!
I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Hold it!
Yeah. Ow.
Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. Somebody please reach out a hand to me.
I had just only died at the time. I had lost everything. Life, memory. My body wouldn't move anymore. But I still managed to reach out a hand to him. Next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while.
For a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat. Then the man got his body back.
I took my body back from the morgue. Somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. Took it control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel."
The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important that he'd lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me. They weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him.
For 10 years I wandered through the darkness, no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. First, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. But then, after a while, I can manipulate people. And that's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or at least, it's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away.
The Black Cat.
I was possessing Sissel then. Wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away, after all.
So you borrowed the body of your old friend.
Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible.
What was that?
Sissel, here inside the bag, was dead.
What?
Lynn's first shot. Well, I guess my first shot. I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought.
But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation.
Boop.
And that's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you still remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me?
It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to.
Huh? Why not?
Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't.
You mean?
I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancée stay dead like that.
But you're here 10 years in the past now.
That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you.
In any case, now as the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate. And I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too.
Yes, I believe you're right.
So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? So, Yomiel. Looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
That's green text, James.
I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness.
Well, I guess it's time we got back. I knew 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present.
I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again.
So these past 10 years will now all vanish.
Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain. Including the memory of what I did. My crime.
That's the way this game of the dead works, eh?
No matter what the reason. There's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel?
Yeah?
When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry.
That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomiel?
Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you.
Me too, Yomiel.
Sissel? Are we ever gonna see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't.
Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then.
Sissel, I'll never forget you!
I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, it looks like you've come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again.
Time warp. I have no idea who's saying wait. It's just wait.
I know who said it. It's Ray.
But before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. I mean, I knew it was Ray, but
Well, you had to use the voice.
before I cease to exist.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it is I, Ray. In case you've forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I'd hoped. Really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you.
But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory.
Yes, I know that. I know all about you.
Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you?
Fair enough. I'll tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight. The first of which was hers. If you'd not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. Story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. In the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress. That's when a miracle occurred.
What? Look at that. The powers of the dead. But how?
He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. With all you know now, I bet you understand it. Do you not?
Hey, wait a minute.
That's right. You died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects.
He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady.
The little fellow chased after the men. But there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then, he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before. To the moment of the man in red's death.
What?
He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold.
So that was you, huh?
That's right. I'm Sissel. 10 years is a very long time in dark years.
You couldn't change the fates of those people on your own, so you decided to wait these 10 years out.
Exactly. And then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old. My powers were weak. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me.
But wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp.
Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects.
But in that case, why couldn't you cooperate with yourself?
Because I couldn't.
Huh?
From watching the Man in Red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do. Like travel through the telephone lines, for example.
What?
It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody.
There's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me?
Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before. On that night the first time around.
We what? We met before?
From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard at the edge of town. I followed the ghost world path to the junkyard, came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisted and swiveling desk lamp. Made my first hit on it, I can tell you.
That was me? So I was shot on the first time around as well.
You had lost your memory that time, too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me.
I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
That's what you said. And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line.
I'm really sorry I didn't help you.
That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage.
Mutual advantage?
The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the Man in Red, to Yomio.
What?
I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit.
A time limit?
That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the Man in Red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over.
Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist?
Oh, that? Bullshit. Completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. I just wanted you to use your time wisely.
Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way.
Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I.
Sissel.
I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Sissel. So you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh?
Of course. Because that's what doggies do. And now, farewell, Sissel.
So the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. I have no idea who's speaking right now.
Sure you do.
Actually, I think I do. I think it's you. Oh, God.
No, it's the murder machine! What do we do? Everybody panic! Ow. Oh man, I fired the correct way this time.
And there's no gun in the portrait.
That's also good.
Yeah, were you surprised?
You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Thought it might have been some sort of weird murder machine or something.
Yay, it worked then!
It's not even my birthday today.
It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to do it again. That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right?
Sure, thank you, Detective John.
Dad, you're home! Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today.
Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh?
Something wrong?
You have one of those badges too?
Oh, this? Yeah.
I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long are you gonna keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn?
Are you kidding? What's wrong with it? To me, this is a symbol of a real detective.
It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? Certainly not me.
You gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Oh, they did the flip thing again.
Destiny, eh?
Notice her badge switch to the other side when she flipped the...
It's literally done it the whole time.
I know. And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me.
That you will. That you will. Meow. Meow.
Oh, hello. Don't tell me that you're that same little kitten.
That's right. The very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. That's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten.
Still a kitten?
Yep. He never got any bigger or anything.
Wow. What a mysterious little fellow.
I know, right? His name is Sissel.
Sissel? That's a stupid name. Seems to me that I've heard that name somewhere before.
I think Sissel likes you, Lynn.
Hey!
You wanna do it?
Sure. All right, everyone, let's start the celebration.
Okay, Bob. Chicken.
We've seen how he eats chicken.
It's true.
I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Sissel.
From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world. And I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate.
To be an omnipresent kitten god. Nom, 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 nom.
Damn. Guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. End of the game!
Oh, this game is so good.
God, I love this game so much! Yay!
Yahoo!
Ta-da!
Bark, bark! Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn. Like I said, it's not my birthday. Bark, bark! Hey, Missile. How did I ask you to stay home and guard the fort? My birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby.
Oh man, he's got the spaghetti!
He eats it
Yeah.
like a lunatic, too.
Yeah. And he just spins it up, and then just blah 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 blah.
Oh, it's good times. Good times.
Oh man, look at that scrolling between screens.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's got the moves. He's working on it. There, how do you like that? Not bad, eh?
But definitely not good.
Maybe now I could be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella.
What kind of example is this Inspector providing for his men?
I couldn't remember Blue Guy voice.
I was pretty sure I did like the Cuphead thing.
Yeah, you nailed Green Guy. I remember that. Oh God. Can we remember all these voices? Here's your food, gentlemen.
Memory, what are you doing here?
I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took part in an all-time job here again, just so you could eavesdrop? Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. Mostly cook chicken and serve chicken.
And plant bugs.
And plant bugs. I'm the chicken. It's all chicken related.
Yeah.
Oh man, she can go through too.
La la la, I've never cooked this way before. So exotic, so exciting. La la. Turmeric, curry, cumin, vinegar, curry stuff and stuff.
Is that really necessary? This new curry chicken menu item.
Urban the very best customer requested it. Good luck with the taste testing. Eat the chicken.
Oh boy, I don't think I can eat another bite.
You gotta burn your fire.
Who exactly is his very best customer anyway?
Eat the chicken.
Is that guy?
Is that guy? Yep.
We changed his fate too.
Yeah. I suppose he never got a flamethrower and stormed City Hall.
No, the police headquarters. Yeah, the police commissioner.
That's right.
The rock guy didn't rock out secrets.
Are you sure we really need all these explosives?
Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said.
That's a lot of gunpowder. That's a lot of gunpowder. Wait a minute. 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams.
I'm rich.
He gets all the things in the end.
You got the chicken and the money.
Yeah. It's a good life. Chicken and money.
And I'm pretty sure those other two are super dead.
I mean, way more explosives.
So this is where you work, huh, Papa? That's right, sweetheart.
Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories. The indiscretions of a minister, perhaps?
Now, what you talk that way in front of our darling angel?
Here's to the stodgy mind of my darling husband. Ding.
Oh.
Off the side of his head.
Ah. Oh. We're almost there, James. We're almost there.
Almost there.
This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man.
The owner is about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Beef or worms.
Yeah, God!
My head seems to have come off.
Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I just nearly died of fright just now. Frickin' robots. Our use of technology is just off.
Nice. Anyway.
So anyway.
Love, peace, and pigeons! Long live rock and roll! Lord.
You can do it, James.
Uh-huh.
We're so close. So I can't notice this guy is still wearing his prison uniform. Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. Would you like a pamphlet, sir? Excuse me, sir. Sir. Whew.
See, games need to have more games need to have these sweet epilogues.
I love them. Oh yeah. Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out.
Okay. I don't know how to do the nervous
You know,
dance.
everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you doing that.
And let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomach ache. We call it Dance Away the Pain.
Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Why don't you show me to say next week?
You got it. I don't remember that voice at all.
Yeah, it was close enough. Also, James was doing that in real life, as the character on the screen was doing it. Just so you know.
Yep.
Yeah, he did the whole thing. You should have saw it. It was great. Oh man. Oh man, look at all these language edits.
Yeah.
And localization managements.
Yep.
And R&D. And overseas communications. And promotional videos. And a lot of other people.
Yeah.
They're like, this is the part where we get the majority of the text through. We had a lot of epilogue stuff, but we got to get some names out there.
Yep. Lots and lots and lots of QA.
So all the rest of these names kind of scroll through. We talk about how much I love this game.
Yeah.
I fucking love this game.
It's such a good game.
And I hope you guys liked it too. I know it's not a big view catcher like other videos get, but from the people who are watching it, I've heard they've also been very much enjoying it.
Yeah.
So that makes me happy.
This is also one of those endings where it's like, wait, Sissel's a cat? But
Yeah.
then you go back and you watch some of the older stuff, and there were little hints here and there.
Oh, and there's Yomiel. In 10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside.
Thank you, Sissel. I like how Jowd got 10 years in prison for murdering his wife.
Yes.
he got 10 years in prison for kidnapping a child, but then nothing happened with it.
And running from police.
And running from police.
Even if he wasn't ultimately guilty, he stole somebody's gun and ran.
That's true.
Hey, look, it's the picture of a kitty.
Yeah.
Here's another picture.
Without the kitty.
No, give it a second. Hold on. Whee!
Yeah.
Now there's a kitty.
Don't scratch his ear.
Yeah!
Yeah!
The end.
Oh, yeah. And it's one of those weird things where it's like, this game is so good, I always wish that they'd done another ghost trick. But at the same time, like, there's no real where to go with that story.
It's very self-contained.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So there you go. That was Ghost Trick. I hope y'all enjoyed it, because I certainly did. This was a mega big episode at the end.
Yeah, because it was either that or have,
one episode next week and then one into thing, and I don't want to have that.
Yeah.
So we just decided, screw it, one big long episode.
Yup.
It's gonna be great.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.